previously did a tier list on the best weapons, the best mechs in the game, but now it's time to do a tier list on the best builds in the game. I asked 50 Mech Arena pros to tell me their top 5 builds, and we're going to see which builds get the most votes. And shout out to these 50 Mech Arena pros for helping me with the video. And if you do enjoy the video, consider subscribing. I'm at the road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's go. So here are the builds from 17th place to 11th place. I was surprised how less votes Aegis with disc launchers got. It might have a high skill cap, but it's such a good build for CPC and for countering the meta. I was also surprised how less people voted for Surge with Graviton Beam 12s. It's just as good as Surge with Arc Trance, maybe even better. So in 10th place is Surge with EM Rifle 12s with 8 votes. This build is good in 2v2, really good in CPC, and good in 5v5. This is a hybrid sniper and assassin build. You can use a dash for mobility in the stealth so you can snipe, or you can use the dash to stun people and help your team. In 2v2 use him as a sniper, and in CPC he's a good early game control mech. You can find a spot with the view of the center beacon and prevent the enemy team from capturing the center beacon. And in 5v5 you mostly use him as a sniper. His main weaknesses are close range maps where disc launchers are really good, and he's vulnerable once he uses his dash since his cooldown is long. And in 9th place is Killshot with EM Rifle 12s with 9 votes. This build is okay in 2v2, really good in CPC, and good in 5v5. In 2v2 you mostly use him to snipe, and in CPC he's a really good early game control mech. He's even better than Surge since his cooldown is way faster. You can use his dash to get crazy mobility. You get to watch out since he has way less HP than Surge, and he doesn't have the stealth. And in 5v5 he's a really good mobile sniper, and his weaknesses are also close range maps where disc launchers are very prevalent. And tied for 7th place is Tango Shotgun 8s with 11 votes. This build is okay in 2v2, really good in CPC, and okay in 5v5. In 2v2 he's mostly used as an assassin, but the stalkers and surges usually shred him. And in CPC he's used as a beacon capture. He's probably the best beacon capture in the game. With his high HP and his stealth, he's extremely hard to kill when he's capturing a beacon. In 5v5 he's mostly used as a Rocky Moore assassin. His weaknesses are long range maps, Surge, Guardian, and Zephyr, and EM rifles. And also tied for 7th place is Stalker with Rocky Moore 12s with 11 votes. This build is bad in 2v2, good in CPC, and really good in 5v5. He struggles in 2v2 since most of the maps are not good for rocket mortars. In CPC he is mostly used as a control mech. His job is to get kills and prevent enemies from capturing the center beacon. And in 5v5 he's a really good mech killer. There are so many good mortar maps in 5v5. And his weaknesses are scout mechs and fast moving mechs. Scout mechs can get close up to him and kill him, and fast moving mechs are almost impossible for him to hit. Next in 6th place is Panther with disc launcher 16s with 12 votes. This build is really good in 2v2, good in CPC, and good in 5v5. In 2v2 is used to get kills for his team and cover his teammate with the barrier. And in CPC he's a good control mech. He's used to prevent enemies from passing through certain areas. And in 5v5 he's used to get kills and cover his teammate with his barrier. His weaknesses are long range maps, surges, and he also gets wrecked by rocket mortar. Next in 5th place is Guardian with disc launcher 16s with 17 votes. This build is really good in 2v2, good in CPC, and okay in 5v5. When he had the system clash range implant, he becomes really good in 2v2, really good in CPC, and good in 5v5. In 2v2 is used to get kills and protect his teammate. Since rocket mortars aren't good in 2v2, he dominates in 2v2. But in CPC where rocket mortars are used, he's a bit weaker. In CPC, he's mostly used to defend beacons. You can usually spawn him in the center beacon, and if anyone tries coming near the center beacon, he can system crash them and destroy them. And in 5v5, he's mostly used to protect his teammates. His weaknesses are long range maps, mortar since he gets completely destroyed by them, and stalker since he can out DPS him. Next in 4th place is Surge with arc turret 12 with 30 votes. He's really good in 2v2, really good in CPC, and good in 5v5. In 2v2, he's an amazing assassin mech. He can also be used to protect his teammate. And in CPC, he's a really good beacon capture. And in 5v5, he's used to assassinate the enemy mortar mechs. But it's a bit tough for him to do that with all the EM rifles in the meta right now. And his weaknesses are long range maps, guardians, and zephyrs. Next in 3rd place is Redeemer with EM rifle 12s with 38 votes. He's good in 2v2, really good in CPC, and really good in 5v5. In 2v2, he's used as a mobile sniper mech. In CPC, he's a really good early game control mech. He's used to stop enemies from capturing the center beacon. You can also safely capture beacons, since if you're in trouble, you can just backtrack away. And in 5v5, he's probably the best mech in the game. In 5v5, it's super important to stay alive, and he's extremely good at staying alive. He's almost impossible to kill since almost nothing counters him, and if he's in danger, he can just use his backtrack to run away. His weaknesses are close range maps where disc launchers are really prevalent, and guardians if he gets too close to them. Next in 2nd place is Stalker with disc launcher 12s with 42 votes. This build is really good in 2v2, really good in CPC, and good in 5v5. In 2v2, he's used for getting kills, and he's the best mech in 2v2 to get kills. And in CPC, he's really good at controlling areas. He can control a whole area and kill any enemies that go inside the area. And in 5v5, he's really good for getting kills. But on the open maps, he struggles since disc launchers are good at mid or close range. His weaknesses are long range maps, surges a bit, and then rocket motors a bit also. And in 1st place is Panther with EM rifle 16s with 44 votes. This barely beats Stalker disc for the best build in the game. This build is good in 2v2, really good in CPC, and really good in 5v5. He's not as good in 2v2 since a lot of the maps are close range maps, but he can be good for sniping, covering your teammate, and providing cover for your teammate. And in CPC, he's a really good sniper. And in 5v5, he's extremely good at killing enemies without them killing him. He can safely get kills behind his barrier with the enemy having no chance to kill him. His weaknesses are close range maps where disc launchers are really good, and rocket motors. So the most meta hanger is Panther with EMs, Stalker with disc launchers, Demon with EMs, Surge with arc turrets, and Guardian with disc launcher. But you can also replace them with Panther discs, Stalker mortars, killshot EMs, Surge EMs, and Tengu shotguns. And here's all the responses if you're interested. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and see you guys.